Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today in this video I'm going to teach you how to mark your own kurta, and I'll show you how to cut that and also stitch in my next video. So today in this video I'm going to teach you how to cut this. Within 10 minutes you can make your own kurta. So whether you know the stitching or you're beginners, also you can easily cut your own kurta. So first you need an exact measurement. So I'm going to take my kurta, it is the exact measurement, and you have to fold the kurta in half. And also I show you how to fold the fabric also, because folding the fabric is very important. So make sure that you take a nice cotton fabric kurta like this, and if you have any wrinkles in the kurta, make sure you press that nice and neat, because the wrinkles might take a half or 1 inch from the fabric. So this is the fabric that I took. I just bought 2.5 meter because I need a 3/4 sleeves. So if you're preferring a half sleeves like that, so you can buy like a 2.25, and also if you're thin enough you can buy like 2 meters. So in this fabric you can observe that there is a two border at the top and the bottom. So all the time the folding won't be the same. So the method that I'm going to show you is a kind where if the border is down and the top, you're going to fold in this way, and if you have some flowers or any kind of work in the fabric, make sure you go along with that flower or a work. Okay, so this is the first measurement that you're going to take to fold the fabric. First you're going to measure the down part of the kurta. So for me, the down part of the kurta is going to be like 22 to 23 inches. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 inches for the folding of the slit. So one side 1 inch and another side another inch. So I'm going to add 2 inch for that. This is going to be standard. Whatever you're going to make, you're going to measure the down part and you're going to add 2 inch to that. So this is the very first step in marking your kurta. So from one edge I'm going to measure the slit, which is 25 inches, and I'm going to take that and fold that in half, and I'm going to twice the fabric, that is for the front and the back piece. So most of the time, that is like 80% you can fold like this, but like if you're making a designer kurta, if the fabric has more pattern in that, always go with the pattern. Okay, now I have folded the fabric in once and I'm going to fold that again. So remeasure and check whether you're going to get the exact measurement. And now once the fabric is folded in half, you're going to fold again. Okay, so it's been folded in half here and I'm just folding that again. Okay, and if this fabric has a lining, make sure you're going to cut the lining first and place the lining on top, and you're going to cut the main fabric. Now the fabric has a 4-fold in this. Okay, make sure that you don't have any wrinkles, and now the folded edge of the fabric going to match the folded edge of the kurta like this. Okay, and you're going to check the height of the kurta. So as much as you want, you can adjust the height. And now there is a 1 inch for the folding of the slit. So the important marking is over here. So first I'm going to start by marking my shoulders, which is very important. It's going to hold the neckline in place. So this is the exact measurement of my shoulder. So just mark one line on the exact measurement. On back side of that, you're going to mark another line. That line is going to be like a stitch line, that is the allowance that you give for your shoulder. Again, you're going to mark the exact line for the shoulder. So this is the joint point where the sleeve and the shoulders be joined together. Just give a mark, and again you're going to mark another line at the back of that for stretching. Okay, so this is the shoulder seam allowance. So now I'm going to mark the armhole. Make sure you pull the armhole up nice and neat without any wrinkles, and just give a mark at the exact line, and you're going to mark another line over the top like this. Okay, and you're going to mark the exact shape of your kurta. So you can see this is the exact shape of my kurta, and I'm going to mark that, and also I'll be marking the slit for this. So this is a slit point. And now this already has the slit allowance. So now I'm going to draw my armhole like this. So that's it. That's so simple. And you can see I'm just marking my back neckline. I want the back neckline to be a little bit close, so I'm just marking that in freehand. Okay, so now you're going to add some seam allowance to the side, like 1 inch. It just depends, as much as you want you can give the allowance, and that allowance is going to continue with the slit point. So there is already a 1 inch allowance for the slit point, and I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, and now let me cut this into, so I'm going to cut the front and the back piece of the neckline in the same way, because the front neckline is going to be a little bit deep than the back one. So I'm going to cut it like such. Okay, so continuing that, I'm going to cut my shoulders and my armhole. It's very simple and easy to make. So if you follow the exact instruction, for sure you can make a very beautiful kurta on your own without any guidance. So just keep this video as a guide. For sure you can make your own kurta. So this is a cutting video. For sure I'd be uploading the stitching video also. So just cut it like this. Okay, so make a small notch at the slit point. So now I'm just dividing the fabric. It has a fold over here, so I'm cutting to this, and now my top is ready. Now we are going to cut the sleeves. Okay, so for cutting the sleeves, first you're going to measure whether the sleeve fabric is enough or not. So I'm just placing it like such, and I'm going to fold, double fold, same like that. As you folded your kurta fabric, you're going to double fold your sleeves also, so 4 times like this. And now I'm going to place my sleeves, and I'm going to check whether I'm getting the exact size. So now you can see under my armhole I don't have fabric. I run out of fabric, so I don't want this method to be followed, because I'll be adding some fabric to make that like a patchwork. So I don't want to add a patchwork. Instead of that, I'm going to chop the border out, and I'm going to fold in another way, and then I'll be attaching this border. So why I'm showing this is because all the time you won't get the exact same kind of pattern, because the sleeve should continue with the border all the time. You can't get that continuity. In that case, you have to chop the border out, make your sleeves, and then you're going to attach the border. Okay, so now I took out the sleeves, so I'm going to fold the fabric another way, and I'm going to check whether I'm getting the exact size of my sleeve, and after that I'll be attaching this border. So I have folded the fabric in half, and I'm folding the fabric in half another way. So this is the lengthwise, and I'm just placing my sleeves, and I'm just checking whether I'm getting the exact size. And I also want my sleeves to be little bit in length, so I'm just leaving a 2 inch more. Okay, so I want the 3/4 to be little bit lengthy, so then I'll be attaching this border. Okay, so now you can see the sleeves is sitting on the exact place. So this is the marking. So this is the point where my borders and the sleeves be attached. So you're going to just mark on the exact line of the stitch. So just give a mark on the exact stitch line, top and the bottom, and the seam allowance. So this is a seam allowance, and I'll be joining that in a free hand. So if you have a French curve, you can try that also. So from the top, this line is going to come like this, and now I'm going to mark my breadth of my sleeves. Okay, the round of the sleeves, and it is going to come like this, and you're going to add a seam allowance of 1 inch. So the seam allowance of the borders should match the seam allowance of the sleeve. So if you're leaving the seam allowance of your borders, that's a kurta fabric of 2 inch or 1.5 inch, make sure that the same seam allowance should be followed on the sleeves also. Okay, So now I'm cutting into my sleeves like this. So now my sleeve is ready. So in my next video, I show you how to join all the pieces together, and also I'll be showing you how to add the border to the sleeves in a nice and neat professional way. So if you like this video and if you want more kind of videos like this, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and also don't forget to hit on the thumbs up button below. So see you next time with a different kind of videos. Till then, take care. Bye bye.